Welcome. I'm going to do a little mixture of reading cards, aromatherapy oils, and possibly either a meditation or an activation. I'm going to see how I feel by the time we get there. The first thing I did was think about the full moon, and it's often called the wolf moon, and it has many other names. And in a misguided way, sometimes people say it's the full moon of the wolf because you hear the wolves howling, and they're howling because they're starving. Now that's the wrong way to look at it, because their energy is not one of lack. It's one of calling to their pack, one of protection, one of everyone having a role in their collective. And it's a communication. Yes, maybe things are sparser than in summer or spring, but it's also a call for that, that because they call on each other, they're protected, and they have planned, and they have nurtured, and maybe they will be slightly slower in winter. I love Ted Andrews talks about the wolf, and the symbolic meaning of the wolf as characteristics and behaviours that no longer serve your spiritual purpose are being culled from your consciousness. Make cooperation a priority over competition. Valuable insights, ideas and new teachings are coming your way, so pay close attention. Maintain your self-esteem and integrity, and deeply trust in your inner knowing, even when you feel misunderstood. You're being protected spiritually and physically at all times. And there's lots of other things the wolf can teach us, but that they're very associated with the full moon and with that time where we go into our shadow. So I would suggest using this time to really reflect on the last pieces, the last shadow pieces that you have brought up to light, and the moon will help us, that might be blocking us. And also just to reflect on what we've learned over the last lunar month, but also the last year as we're going into a new year. Many of us don't think of January the 1st as a new year, but in a sense we're going now towards the light, so and towards spring. So what have we prepared? What are we doing? What are we putting? I've been thinking a lot about squirrels and where have we put our nuts, and even if we've forgotten where some of those nuts are, those are going to give food and plant trees, create trees somewhere else. We're not going to eat them, they're actually going to create more wealth and abundance for the collective, for us all. So who knows, maybe they're not greedy, it's sometimes we project some human failings onto animals. Maybe it's not that they just plant hundreds and hundreds of nuts thinking, and they're silly, they don't remember where they've put them. Maybe that's all part of the plan. We're all part of this circle and cycle of life, so the more we can get back into nature, the better. And I have this little, I don't actually know where this came from, but it's got different affirmations on it, each side. It's a dice, and the affirmation I got, I don't know if you'll see it, but I can be soft in my heart and firm in my boundaries. And I think this time, it's probably, is it backwards? Yes it is. I have to flip it, I don't quite know how to flip it, so you'll see the right writing. But I think this time as well, it's a very nurturing time for ourselves. We need to start giving ourselves self-care and preparing for more energy and more in the future, and also by letting go of certain behaviours. We've had to create boundaries for ourselves, but for others too, might be within work, within relationships. So it's like leading from the heart and being compassionate, but also creating those boundaries that really allow us to grow and not be directed in other directions that are kind of misleading or distracting us from our purpose and our goals. Before I show you the cards that I've pulled, and I pulled them before because I I don't know why. I'll probably pull them in the video next time, but I wanted them there so I could just reflect on them really before showing you. But I just want to say the oils that I'm using are birch from Star Child, one of the tree wisdom oils, and that must be backwards as well, but got the birch tree perfume. Nutmeg. I love a bit of nutmeg for a bit of, it feels very pixie-ish to me, but a bit of luck and a bit of serendipity, and also abundance and wealth. Lime, clove and frankincense, and it's absolutely gorgeous if I have a good waft of those together. Wow, it feels like it's reaching every chakra. The birch is, in terms of the Celtic tree lore, we're in the season of birch at the moment under that moon, and it's moving into Rowan. But birch is it's an amazing tree, and I always think of those. It's known as the lady in the wood, and you'll often see it growing in places where other trees won't grow, in boggy ground. It's a pioneer tree. Quite often it's a collection, there's a few of them, and I see them as sisters, as a feminine spirit, and I always want to dance amongst them. I did my Reiki master, was it the master? Yeah, I think my Reiki master attunement amongst some birch trees, which felt very nurturing and supported by that energy. And the dance energy is really bringing joy into the moment as well. So for birch, think about your inner child and your youth. It's one of the first trees to flower, bringing that side, that youth and kind of trust, or even not. The others kind of might bring trust, but it's more, it's about new experiences. So it's a little bit of courage to do that, courage, and also it's a very protective tree. So drawing on your sisters or your circle, your pack, and preparing for the new. It prepares the ground for others. So it's a very supportive tree. It prepares the ground so that there's more nutrients for others to be able to live there and thrive. Lime is really good actually for exploring your feelings and emotions, and it's also very uplifting. And I was going to use orange, but I've run out of orange, so I use lime, and it works really well with frankincense. Frankincense is a very spiritual, connecting to the divine, and when we're making decisions and planning, that's a good thing to connect to our inner self, to our heart, but also to the divine and our higher self. Lime obviously gives a bit of uplifting. Literally, it's very uplifting, but also it's purifying, and it can cleanse the thoughts. So if you're trying to get rid of old habits and you know things keep repeating, lime is very good for that, as well as frankincense together. They make a very sort of sacred blend. But 2 are never enough for me, 3 are never enough for me. So frankincense, I've said already. Nutmeg is, it helps you connect to your psychic awareness, so that's very important. So you know when your gut feeling, or you have a sense or a knowing about something, nutmeg is great for that. And people carry nutmegs around for good luck and fortune as well. I didn't say clove. Oh, I did say clove. So clove, again, abundance. It's really, really good protection and clarity. I think of clove as like a warm hug, but it's not soppy or really soft either. It's just such a warming, and I think smelling clove allows your discernment. It helps your discernment. It's clarity. It's detoxing. It's protecting. So it's a great thing to have when you're. And about to embark on the new, and most of us and anyone listening will probably be embarking on the new. Right, so have I said all of them? Frankincense, nutmeg, clove, lime, birch. I was going to use fir, which is all about renewal, but didn't. So the cards that I've pulled are from the Light Seers Tarot, which really looks at light and shadow and is a great time for the full moon, where we're in darkness but we have the light of the moon, which slightly distorts things. So it can also, the moon can tap us into our intuition, because we can't see what we see. We're not quite sure if it is, so we have to tap into our own knowingness, our psychic awareness, all our senses. And also the emotion of the moon pulling the water, and water being emotion, really sit with our emotions. So the two cards I got was the Knight of Pentacles. I love this. He's left a huge trail, but they're not wasted or anything, but it's like a trail of pentacles, of manifesting, of seeds, of actions. But it's a slow, he's not riding the horse fast, it's a slow walk, but he has his horse there when he needs to make the last gallop, if he ever does, or she does, they do. All these colours, all this energy, he's kind of put everything in place, and it's a slow moving energy. But Knight of Pentacles will get the job done. I always think there should be like the tortoise in here, because it's like slow and steady wins the race, you know. The other card is the Nine of Cups, and look at how beautiful that is. Wow, that is certainly, I don't think that's focusing, is it? So I put it there. Will that focus? I've not mastered this, I've got to say, but sorry if you can't see it well, but you get the energy there. Very green in this card, new growth. Yellow, power, trust, joy. These are wishes that you've put out there. Nine of Cups is a wish card, so be careful what you've wished for. Is it really what you want? She's actually leaping away and out of this big treasure box into this golden energy. So there's a time where we have to let go of how and when, and trust. I love this card. It's very much like the Fool energy, which is leaping off a cliff. But she's not really leaping up, she's just been carried away by the joy and the gratitude of having these beautiful manifestations. And they are probably not all things, they're experiences and emotions and feelings. And that's really what to think about when you're trying to manifest new things, is that it's not the things, it's what does that card bring you? Does it bring you freedom? Does it bring you wealth in a different way? My card brings me, I haven't got one at the moment, so it brings me a lot of joy with my daughter, and time, really special time with her, listening to music and going into the countryside, seeing nature, planning journeys and trips, and also the freedom to travel and to, in my own time, and to work where I want to work, etc. Living in the country, it's not so easy to travel and transport, public transport. So be careful what you wish for, and why. Why do you really want these things? So I love the Light Seers Tarot, because just beautiful the way she writes about the cards. But her affirmation for this is, I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. And that is being in a state of gratitude. Gosh, tarot can teach you, honestly, it has so many lessons and messages in it for our own self-development, but it's teaching you that being in a state of gratitude. And there's a Native American blessing where you give thanks for the blessings that have come before they come. So you're in the state of gratitude. Thank you for the food, the harvest, when you have nothing. So that's it. Open your heart and be grateful. The Knight of Pentacles, is there a mantra for him? There is. I love it. I love these cards. Seed by seed, I plant my future with my rock steady foundations of faith. So there is a connection of faith and of trust. He's made sure everything, he trusts, but he's also created strong boundaries, strong foundation. And in that state, you can then flow into the sort of Nine of Cups energy of, I'm so grateful, I'm part of everything, and I create my future through this trust, through this open-heartedness, and I create my abundance through that as well, and the magic. I also pulled 3 cards from where's the lid? The Sacred Forest Oracle. I love these cards as well. I think that's an important thing if you're working with cards, to really love them. But that's not. Oh, here it is. Yeah. It's backwards, isn't it? Sacred Forest. They are absolutely, truly magical, these cards. And I pulled for these one of my little icons, which was it? Unicorn, Purity. Water Spirit, Manifesting Dreams. And Toadstool, Growth, but upside down, possibly a little delay, but we'll talk about that. There's a beautiful red butterfly in that as well. I have to keep my glasses on. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. So Unicorn, Purity, going back to the cleansing energy of the oils, sometimes we need to clear our energy. I woke up this morning, I was just like, oh, I need to detox. I've not been knocking back the wine that much or anything, but lots of rich foods that I loved and I enjoyed over the holiday period. I was at home with the children pretty much the whole time, through sort of flu and other things come into our house. Not me, I seem to be fine. I've been sniffing the clove a lot, drinking a lot of lemon and ginger, but anyway, I woke up and I felt I actually need my body to be purified a bit, so I need to look at what I'm putting in my body in order for the balance to come in, and it's very much about that. I think it's about I don't want to say naive, but that kind of childlike wonder as well. Unicorns are one of my little totems, and they come into healing when I do Reiki. I love their energy, and unicorns are, wow, they're like the guardians of the woods in this case, and it's about cleansing your ideas. And it's really weird. 3 cards came out: 43, 44, no, 44, 45, 46, and I'd shuffled massively, but they came out in order, pretty much. So, or the 3 cards not quite in order. 44 was before. Water Spirit, Manifesting Dreams. So the emotions again are those beautiful colours that match my backdrop actually of the moon. Otters are family orientated, very maternal, again communal, so reaching out now. It's time to purify your own energy, but reach out to others that are in your soul tribe, in your pack. Have fun. They have so much fun, so actually raising your energy into joy rather than lack, tuning in the element of intuition with the water, and it's really amazing because there's much starlight in there, and connecting with the magic of the moon and the stars. Someone said the other day, just go outside under the moon, look at the stars, and you won't feel alone. If you just spend a minute just connecting, I love it because you can start to almost hear. It's like a different language, but I feel connected, and the vastness of it. Any small problems don't seem so bad. It's like when you know that you're part of all one, part of the universe and the cosmos and each other, you know, the huge stars and the stardust in us, then it's much easier to trust and just work through any issues that are coming up, maybe with the emotion of this full moon. I'll read some of the affirmations in a second. The last card was growth, toadstool. These are amazing. It came out backwards, although I don't, upside down, but I don't always read it in shadow, but I always think maybe that's a slight delay, or what's the other side of the coin? Where are you stuck? If what's stopping your growth? And what's coming out of all these is planning and preparation, enabling you to leap, but also connection to others, but creating boundaries and clearing those parts of your energy and life that are just blocking you. So I think it might be good to do just a little meditation around that. But toadstools are amazing. They have these roots that go down, and without them, all the big conifers, all the trees in our forest would not be able to survive and be the evergreen, amazing, you know, plants and trees of renewal, because they create all these nutrients in the ground for the roots of the trees. So they're also linked into psychic and what's the word? Dream traveling. Sorry, I can't think of the word. But actually being used to reach a state of psychic connection where you can actually have lucid dreams and also travel in your dreams. I've just forgotten the name of it. Wow, she's covered with fungi, but they all look like flowers, so it's kind of flowers growing out of that, and they're very linked with fairy, obviously. So just very quickly, I'm just going to read a little bit. The spirit of the toadstool says, beneath the surface of your life, miraculous changes are occurring. Something that you thought was ordinary is in fact remarkable. You are in a time of rapid spiritual and material growth. Get ready and hang on for the ride. So what came before that was unicorn. And this is, no matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You're a child of the Creator. Let go of the past and see the world with new eyes, and almost miraculously, wonders will abound. So really, that is getting rid of those, those negative thoughts, things that we've grown up with maybe, allowing those things to surface and learning how to nourish ourselves, to forgive others and ourselves, to learn from it, to literally compost all that into the ground like the toadstools do, to feed the new. So the water spirit manifesting dreams. Water flows in cycles, and right now you are in a cycle of manifesting your dreams. Don't stop the flow by doubting or hesitating. Allow your emotions the freedom to be expressed. Timing is everything, and right now is your time. So I love that with the 9 of Cups and the manifesting dreams, and the purity, the Knight of Pentacles. It's a long journey. You're in for the long haul. Don't worry if immediately things don't drop into place. As long as you've done the groundwork, these dreams are going to start to manifest. But you need to be in a space of gratitude, of collaboration and growth, not of restriction. I'm just seeing if it says anything about the gorgeous. It says, state your intentions and dreams, and the forces of the universe will answer and support them. Don't repress or suppress the truth of your soul. focus on gratitude for what you already have, and then more joy and abundance will grow in your life. Okay, acts. Oh, I love this. First of all, believe and know you are worthy. You are. Act as if your dreams have already come true. Wow. That's they kind of all sync, don't they? Believe you deserve it. Move your body like someone whose desires have manifested. More importantly, take action in the direction of your dream. This is not the time to sit around and passively wait for things to turn out. Doesn't mean rush into things, but it means taking those little steps. So if you've planted seeds, you need to water them. I just sent out 2 messages today to different people about potential idea for collaboration. But I know also there is a big project that I'm not watering at the moment. I'm not quite sure why. I think I'm quite scared of it. So I'm just going to go back into sort of trust. Really check in to see if that project is what I want to do. I keep being guided, yes. And don't get distracted by all the other things that I'm spinning. We all spin. And call in your tribe, call in your pack. And it may not be the people that you are used to thinking of, or it may be that you're a lone wolf and you haven't found it easy to work with other people. Well, now's the time to find your niche. You don't have to all do the same thing. What you have to do is find the balance of give and take between others, and know that you don't have to do it all, because that's why things fall apart, when we try and take on everything and don't trust other people or ourselves. It's partly trust in ourselves. So this is a really long message, reading rather. I'm just going to spend a few minutes to help clear the energy. I've also used a spray. So my door's just opened. There's some people outside. Sorry if you can hear talking. Just to connect. I love breathing as a way of connecting with spirit. It literally, inspire is in, breathing in, spire spirit. So it's inspiration, connecting with spirit. So breathing. Actually, I'm just going to shut the door because it will help a little bit. This room is full of balloons. I love it because there was a children's party in here on 2 days ago, and I've left a few magical things up, but the balloons were a gift, and it does make me feel very joyful. So anything you can do, I'm going to play with the balloons in a minute, not on camera, and just move about a bit and really enjoy that wonder and being in the moment. And I'll put on some music that's a little bit more jiggy than the moon music. Right, Cluna, calm. So breathing in, feet on the floor if you can, unless you're lying down, and then just feel your body connected to the surface. Breathing in nicely, light. Breathing out, shadow. Just slowing your nervous system down, slowing your stress reactors, helping to purify and get the lymphs going. So you can remove not only those thoughts, but any toxins, anything in your system that you don't need. Imagining the full moon and the tide going in and out. I invite you to imagine standing on the beach, feeling the sand beneath your toes, the full, beautiful wolf moon shining on the ocean, and of you a scroll and a bottle and some pebbles. First of all, breathe into this feeling. Pick up a pebble, and with the light of the moon helping you illuminate your shadow, what is it? What are the behaviours or thoughts? What is it in your life that you need to let go of? As you pick the stone up, as you hold it in your hand, think about this that you wish to let go of. And this is to go into the ocean, which is full of potential. It's limitless. But this sea, this ocean, will cleanse it and renew it. Create some treasure out of this and throw the pebble or stone into the sea, thinking of that which you wish to let go of. And do this a few times if you need to. Say it out loud if you wish, or in your head. I no longer need fear. I no longer need unworthy feelings. I no longer need addictions to foods that are no good for me. And those will be your guide for now. Can you hear my belly rumbling as I'm talking about food? Yeah. So there's a lot of deep-rooted things that we may find our body reacts to because we're used to being in stress. But this is not cutting out, this is not denying, this is holding, acknowledging, and with intent, with the idea of I can, an incantation. You no longer need this. You're giving it up to the ocean, to the universe, to your own subconscious, to your own higher self to transmute. So now think about some intentions, and these may not be totally clear yet, but allow this energy of the full moon to put some clarity and to start formulating those wishes. What is it you wish to manifest and why? If you want more abundance, perhaps use the scroll to write, I am abundant in all ways. The universe and I conspire with joyful collaboration to bring abundance to my life. I am abundance. I am love. So you can turn it into a positive or into an affirming, not what you don't want or what you're lacking, but actually what you have, and be grateful because you have all of this inside you, but also because you connect with the universe. You are, I am one. It's limitless what you can manifest, absolutely limitless. A state of gratitude. Thank you for all the gifts in my life, for the love I have already received. I welcome more love, I welcome more money, I welcome more abundance in all forms. that will allow me to do my work and to spread this joy amongst all that see me. And I carry the light of the moon and the sun and can shine that light on others. So you're absorbing the beautiful light of the full moon, and you're writing your own affirmations on the scroll, folding it, curling it, and placing it in the bottle and releasing it. Or you may want to create a little boat out of the paper and place it onto the ocean. For the last minute or two, I'm just going to connect with the activating energy of the full moon and what we've explored already in this time together. If you're willing to receive this activation and healing energy, just say I do or I am. You can say it out loud or in your head. If you don't wish to, just enjoy the relaxing music. That is fine. This is your choice. But I will connect with those of you through Reiki energy, and as I'm sending this healing energy to you, I'm transmuting, or the energy is transmuting that which you've let go, and is bringing the energy of the new in. Just keep breathing and imagine yourself by the sea and allow any guidance. If you wish to just repeat one of your affirmations, I am love, I am abundant, the universe and I co-create to create a life of happiness and abundance beyond my dreams. I am light, I am grateful, thank you, thank you, thank you. Repeat thank you if that also works for you while I am silent for the next minute. Call on the archangels, Archangel Michael, to help us break the cords that tie us to behaviours or people, to things, to thoughts that we no longer need, that are holding us back. I call on Gabriel to please help us in our communication, in our relationships with children, in our relationship to our inner child, to protect, to feel protected, to feel the joy and wonder, and to thrive, to heal those parts of our wounded child so that we may be authentic and enjoying gratitude. Archangel Raphael to cleanse our energy with the green light of healing, to open our hearts to the new, to our own self, to the potential and possibilities that are endless once we know and trust and follow our higher guidance, once we know we are connected to others. Let our hearts open to those experiences, people, opportunities that are leading us on our soul path of joy, abundance, happiness, and sharing that out. I ask the unicorn to purify our energy, to remind us of wonder, that a white horse is never just a white horse, but something magical if we only believe. Activate our inner wonder to see the magic in life, and then watch more magic and abundance flow in. I ask the fairies and elementals of the forest and of nature, of the sea, of the land and sky, to bring us guidance, to work with us, especially when we become aware and take action on protecting the planet in all its forms, however small or however large that gesture is. We thank you for protecting our planet, and we receive thanks from you. And I just ask you to feel a beautiful ball of pink rose energy in your heart space, which now moves through your body, through your other chakras, empowering you, your creativity, your sense of stability, of steadfastness, of action, through your body, down through to your earth chakra, into the earth and all the mycelium and all the beautiful roots of the toadstools that feed our forests, out into the oceans, up from your heart center, through your throat, so you speak with truth and love, through your third eye, so your knowing is true and heart-centered, not through ego, not through fear, through heart-centered compassion and knowing, out through your crown and your connection to the cosmos, through your soul star, connecting to your star above and the cosmos. You are as above and below, in balance. Know that you can connect through any of these methods, through your breath. You can go within and also connect with your higher self and the earth magic. Thank you for viewing this. If you're still with us at this time, 44, that's lovely, 44 minutes, that's a long time of listening to me. Hopefully you've been able to expand and reflect and use some of this for your own learning. My eyes have gone, I feel like I need to go to sleep. It'd be lovely to get feedback from you, but also any ideas of what you would like in the future. I send you blessings and so much love. I love being on this journey with you.